Okay, I'll make a video. Chances are you've been scrolling on YouTube and your whole page is just full of recommendations of self-improvement. Usually I find a video and that video kind of makes me have a spark where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then, you know, there's so much going on in my mind that day that I just know that I need to get done, and I do it. I do end up doing it, but the next day I'm just kind of like, yeah, like I'll do that, you know, I'll keep doing it, and it kind of just slowly fades. And you know, you might think, okay, well then all I have to do is watch a video every single day, right? I just have to get that inspiration every single time. And do you find yourself thinking of ways that you can push past your failures and kind of just keep going? Because that's how I've been. Chances are you still haven't been able to find that sweet spot where you can just keep going. And I'm sure you're aware that it's going to be hard, and it really is. But before I actually dive into what this video really is about, I want you to get up right now, and I want you to look into the mirror for exactly 2 minutes. Set a timer, do whatever you need to do. Find your closest mirror and just do that. And then once you're done, sit somewhere else. Just sit somewhere else and watch this video. And you might be thinking, well, why would I do that? Why spend my time on such a pointless thing when I'm trying to improve my life? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Why look into the mirror for 2 minutes? Why sit somewhere else just to watch the video? Like, what did I change in my day that makes that meaningful whatsoever? And I think that you need to come to a realization that not everything in your life needs to have a point. We're constantly chasing who we want to be, and we have a goal in our mind of thinking how we can get there. But what about the stuff that's pointless? Another thought that you might bring up is, well, this is what I'm doing. Like, for self-improvement, I'm doing the things I don't want to do, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it all before. But you're not doing things that you think don't have a point, right? Like, you're like, okay, well, I need to work on having a shower every day or something. Like, just something that you know, like little improvements, big improvements, whatever, that you know you need to do. But what about all those little things that you do that don't have a point? It can really hinder our improvement when we're constantly just thinking about what we want out of life. Because we need to look at what we don't want in life. You want to be the best self you can be, you also have to be the worst self you can be. So when I title this video as self-improvement is and isn't improving your life, it's meaning that you're still going to have something missing. And it's just the truth. I've been on self-improvement for 2.5 years now. And I found little to no results. After doing all the things people have been saying, all the things I can think of in my mind that I need to improve upon, and whatever else. But what about the things that I don't want to do? I took shrooms before all this self-improvement. So yeah, about 2.5 years ago. And it kind of just sparked me for a few months, and I think I was on a really crazy good track. But there were so many things that I was missing out on when it comes to self-improvement, because I only did what I knew I wanted to do and what I should do. And so when I'm telling you to go and look into that mirror and go sit somewhere else, well, what if when you look into that mirror, you see something you haven't seen before, like in yourself or, on your body, and when you're moving to a different location to watch this video, like, what if you see something you need to do or whatever? It's just little things like that go a long way. We're constantly just trying to look at what we aren't doing, and yes, that is a huge part of it, but I want you to start looking at the things that you aren't doing because you don't see a point in it. And I think it really helps you build as a person. I've been doing music for years and years now, and I've been kind of looking at what I can improve on and how I can improve and whatever. But where I'm missing out on is the fact that I haven't found... Sorry, it's really windy. I haven't been experimenting enough with what I don't want to do. I was watching this guy. I can't remember his name. I'll put him up here, just for credit wise. But it was to help you learn how to sing better. And he said, just make different voices, different sound effects. And I'm like, well, like, why? How's that going to help singing? It's because sometimes you have to go somewhere you don't expect to or don't want to actually grow where you want to. If he said a big one's the Elmo voice. And I'm like, well, how's that gonna help my singing at all? That just doesn't make any sense. It's weird. But there's actually lots of ways that you sing that turns into that Elmo voice or whatever it may be. And by going these different directions, it can lead you back to where you want to go. And so the point I'm getting at with this video is you're not always going to know why you're doing something. And that's okay. You don't have to know why you're doing something. We don't always have to have an answer, because the answer will come at the end of it, not before it. So the next time you decide, I don't want to do this, or why would I do this? Think back to this video. Think back to yourself. Well, how can this improve upon something that I do want to do? I've been on a farm my entire life, and all I've been wanting to do was escape it. Now imagine if I just let it be what it is. Like, there were so many times where I didn't want to put in the work to have a farm and be able to sustain all the work that it takes to keep a farm going, because I was so passionate about music and I wanted that to be my reality. But the thing is, because I was doing work around the farm, I would listen to sounds that I could make on the fences when I'm fencing, and then I would record it, and I could make something entirely new that I've never tried before. It's just that experimental stage that we're always missing when it comes to self-improvement. I still am in such a deep, dark spot where I am. In most self-improvement videos, you find, oh, well, I'm a millionaire and this is how you get this and blah, blah, blah. I'm not even close. I'm not in a good spot. I still live at my parents' house, and I'm still learning, and I want to learn with you guys. I want to be a part of something. I want to put in the work, and it's not going to be what I want to do, and it's not going to always have a purpose in my mind, but you can always turn something into a purpose. Always. It's how you look at the situation. I don't want to be one of those self-improvement gurus that kind of just tell you, oh, well, you need to do this and this and this and this. I just want to spark the idea in your mind that there's so much potential in things that you don't even realize. And just because you think you're not growing from it does not mean that you're not. I really just want to start documenting on this channel. I haven't done YouTube for a long time. And then I'm just like, you know what? Why not just make a video? Why not make a video of where I'm kind of thinking, how I'm thinking? And I want you to really think to yourself, like, what can I do that seems so outrageously pointless, but not harmful in any way to, like, any extent? But what can I do that's so pointless that I would never think to just do normally? Because trust me, you start going on that, and you will find a path of success in yourself that you've never seen before. So that's my challenge to you. Today, the next day, a week from now, just do one thing a day that you're like, why would I even do that? Because it helps. I've seen big visual improvement and in doing that. And I didn't really figure that out from somebody else. I kind of just figured that out for myself. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'm going to try to make a video at least once a week or so. Just kind of going down a rabbit hole of my thoughts. I'm not a very good speaker, but that's okay. Editing is an amazing thing. And, yeah,